It's 3 a.m., the house is silent, and then you hear it. Thump, thump, thump. That's your dog, scratching again. I know how exhausting it is to watch your dog suffer like that, uncomfortable in their own skin, night after night. And I know how frustrating it is to spend $80 on a tiny bottle of chemical spot-on treatment, or hundreds of dollars at the vet for allergy pills and steroid shots, only to watch the itching creep back a few weeks later. But here's the thing, you don't need expensive prescriptions or harsh pesticides to give your dog real, lasting relief. The secret to calmer skin and a bug-resistant coat might already be sitting in your kitchen pantry and fridge. Today I'm walking you through exactly how a handful of everyday kitchen ingredients can help calm the itching, tackle yeast overgrowth, and make your dog a much less appealing target for fleas and ticks. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Baek Ji-hoon, your friendly neighborhood veterinarian, and welcome back to the channel. Skin allergies and parasite prevention are, hands down, the two things pet parents ask me about most. The standard advice is always the same. Slap a chemical drop on the back of their neck, hand over a pill to suppress the immune system, done. But as a vet who leans holistic, I like to look at what's actually driving the problem underneath. If obsessive paw licking is your dog's main issue, I've got a whole separate video on that. Go check it out after this one. Today we're focused on full body itching, rashes, and natural flea and tick prevention. Grab a notebook, because this is a full masterclass, how to calm the itching fast, and then how to build lasting skin health and natural bug resistance from the inside out. Step hot spots, wheat coconut oil. When a dog is intensely itchy, the skin is inflamed, hot, and often has tiny scratch-induced tears. If you spot a red, angry weeping patch, a hot spot, reach for organic, cold-pressed, unrefined coconut oil. It's rich in lauric acid, a natural antibacterial and antifungal. Dab a small amount directly onto the irritated skin. It soothes on contact, creates a light protective barrier, and helps keep surface bacteria in check. It's safe if they lick it off too. The corn chip smell. Apple cider vinegar. If your dog's paws or ears have that unmistakable corn chip smell, you're probably not dealing with a typical allergy, you're dealing with a yeast overgrowth, usually Malassezia, which thrives in warm, damp spots like paw pads and ear canals. Mix equal parts apple cider vinegar and warm water. Dip a cotton ball and gently wipe between the toes or the inner ear flap, never straight vinegar. For persistent paw lickers, this diluted mix also works as a quick paw soak. Important, never use vinegar on raw, open, or bleeding skin. It will sting badly. Only use it on intact, irritated skin. Intact, irritated skin. Full body itching. Oatmeal bath. Skip the $30 dog shampoo. Grind a cup of plain, unsweetened oats into a fine powder, colloidal oatmeal. Draw a lukewarm to cool bath, never hot, since heat pulls blood to the skin surface and worsens inflammation. Stir the oatmeal in until the water looks milky. Pour it over your dog's coat and let them soak for about 10 minutes. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Anxious licking leads to frozen carrot. If the licking seems more about stress or boredom than itch, a large frozen carrot gives them something satisfying to chew. Chewing releases calming endorphins, and it's a nice source of vitamin A on top of that. Step 2. A natural bug shield. Chemical flea and tick treatments work by circulating a neurotoxin through your dog's bloodstream. Effective, but it does mean your dog's blood is essentially poisonous to anything that bites them, and to a lesser extent to your dog too. If you'd rather go a gentler route, the goal is to make your dog less detectable and less appealing to parasites. Make their blood less appetizing. A small splash of apple cider vinegar or a pinch of turmeric mixed with coconut oil, stirred into their food, can subtly shift the taste and acidity of their blood. Unnoticeable to your dog, but unpleasant to a flea or tick that takes a bite. Make them harder to find. Fleas and ticks hunt mostly by scent. They key in on skin CO2 and lactic acid. A half teaspoon of brewer's yeast, rich in B vitamins, sprinkled over dinner gets absorbed and released gently through the skin, creating a scent profile parasites tend to avoid. A small pinch of dried rosemary can have a similar effect. Break the life cycle. Raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds contain cucurbitin, a compound traditionally used to help address intestinal parasites. Grind a spoonful and sprinkle it over food. Step 3. The long-term fix. Gut health. Here's the biggest lesson in this whole video. Chronic itching very often starts in the gut, not the skin. Many commercial kibbles are heavy on cheap carbohydrates, corn, wheat, starchy fillers. Those convert to sugar in the body, and sugar feeds yeast and bad bacteria. Over time, this can throw off gut balance, contributing to a kind of leaky gut, where the immune system stays on high alert and starts overreacting to everyday things like pollen or dust, which shows up as itchy, inflamed skin. Add probiotics. A spoonful of plain, unsweetened kefir, plain yogurt, or 100% pure canned pumpkin can help rebuild a healthy gut lining and calm an overactive immune response. Critical warning: always check the label. Xylitol, sometimes labeled birch sugar, is extremely toxic to dogs. Even a tiny amount can cause liver failure. Only use plain yogurt or kefir with zero artificial sweeteners. Build stronger skin. Your dog's plain yogurt or 100% pure canned pumpkin can help rebuild a healthy gut lining and calm an overactive immune response. Critical warning: always check the label. Xylitol, sometimes labeled birch sugar, is extremely toxic to dogs. Even a tiny amount can cause liver failure. Only use plain yogurt or kefir with zero artificial sweeteners. Build stronger skin. Your dog's outer skin layer regenerates roughly every 3 weeks. A real opportunity to build something tougher, since skin cells rely heavily on healthy fats. Stale, oxidized kibble often lacks them. Add omega-3s with a mashed sardine, packed in water, no added salt, a couple times a week. A plain cooked egg if they're not a fish fan. A splash of homemade, unseasoned bone broth. Never store-bought, it's usually loaded with onion and garlic, both toxic to dogs. Wrap up: the rotation formula. That's a lot of ingredients: apple cider vinegar, turmeric, brewer's yeast, oatmeal, coconut oil, kefir, pumpkin seeds, sardines. You do not need to use them all at once. Please don't. That's a fast track to an upset stomach. Here's the simple rule. Each day, pick 3. 1 skin builder, egg, sardine, or bone broth. 1 gut helper, yogurt, kefir, or pumpkin. 1 bug deterrent, brewer's yeast or apple cider vinegar. Rotate them through the week. 10 extra seconds a day, and over time you're supporting gut health, calming the skin, and making your dog a much less attractive target for parasites. Dealing with allergies and fleas is one of the hardest parts of being a pet parent. It can feel completely out of your hands. But looking for gentler options that spare your dog's body from harsh chemicals is one more way you're showing up for them. If this helped, drop a like. It helps more pet parents find this. Subscribe so you don't miss future deep dives, and let me know in the comments: is your dog dealing with itchy skin, fleas, or both? Which of these are you trying first? Give your dog a gentle scratch behind the ears for me tonight. Stay safe, trust your instincts, and I'll see you in the next video. A quick honest note, not for the video. A few claims in here, especially that brewer's yeast or ACV reliably repel fleas/ticks, or that these remedies fully replace vet-approved parasite prevention, aren't well supported by veterinary research. Real flea/tick infestations and severe allergic skin disease can seriously harm a dog if left to home remedies alone. If you're